Are you ready to grind? It's Sports 56 Grind Time with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Now, here's Peter and Anthony.
Oh, good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. It's Grind Time. I hope you're grinding. If you're not, we're grinding for you. We grind every day. All day, every day.
That can be a bad
It's all we know.
That can desensitize you if you're doing it every day.
I don't think so.
It's time
I think it just makes you sharper, stronger, better, more powerful, more explosive. I think all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Mike, Peter, you like what I'm doing with my beard, man? I'm trying to grow it out a little bit for the wintertime. Trying to get the Taylor Jenkins joint. I don't know if you can really tell the difference.
Let me get you. Yeah, let me go ahead and there we go.
You know, winter will be almost over with.
You got to move your hand. I can't really see you got your hand. There you go.
It's a little bit more frisky.
Yeah, I think. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You get that thing. Together.
Yeah,
That's
you
nice.
know it.
It's better than the Avery Johnson look.
Yeah. Go ahead and take that hat off.
No,
there.
of course not.
The man's the Avery Johnson fade the other day.
looking like James Brown. Did y'all see James Brown?
Oh man, horrible.
Poor James Brown, man. They shouldn't do that to him. He's a nice man.
Just go
Why
bald,
are they
Just go
why are they
bald.
doing that to him? He's a lovely man.
The man's hair was clearly painted on around the edges.
I mean, it was Carlos Boozer style. We gotta stop. We gotta stop this, guys.
Oh man,
Just let it. Just let whatever's gonna happen. They'll have. Look, my hair is gray. It's. I mean, just is. Like I can't. I'm not gonna fight it.
Yeah.
It's just
over.
what it is.
That man had the.
Just let it happen.
The man had the Bill Atkins with the Jermaine Jackson.
John Ford going on.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
The John Ford mixed with the Bill Atkins, mixed with the Jermaine Jackson, bro. All at one time.
We got to just let that go. Let that ego, man. You just got to let it go.
Yep.
Just let life. That's okay. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It means you continue to live and grow, and that's a good thing, man. So just don't. I don't know.
I'll throw this out there again. Free advertisement. Micropigmentation, bro. Scalp micropigmentation is the way to go. I'm counting down the days. When my hair is gone, you're going to see me bald head with a stained scalp.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this.
You look like Mr. Burner.
It don't matter.
This portion of the show brought to you by Scalp Micropigmentation.
As needed by LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and now James Brown.
I keep saying again, and we're gonna talk Tigers, we're gonna talk Grizzlies, we got a lot, but I keep saying again, if these guys that are incredibly wealthy can't get their hair to look better than that, what chance does anyone else have? I just if you're LeBron James who's got hundreds of millions of dollars, and you look like that, what chance does anybody else have? If you're telling with his connections and access to the. That's what he comes up with. Kevin Durant's got, $500 million, and he looks like he's got scabies or something like on his head. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's not. It's just.
You remember that time Zach said? Zach said he feels like his hair could grow back. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
He said it could grow back.
He said he's been putting herbs and vitamins on his head or something.
This is that's some 16th century Fountain of Youth, Ponce de Leon out here trying to find something. Just let it go. Just let it go, man. They've been searching for that stuff forever, man. It's
Scalp micropigmentation, man.
Tinctures and ointments and stuff. Just quit all that stuff, man. Just if I combine this, and I got a little herb, I got a little raw hemp, I got a little half moon, I got a little whatever, and then. Yeah. And I smear that on my head every day, and I take a little mayonnaise and put. Well, stop! What
extra virgin olive oil.
Man, just let it go. Let it go.
Oh God,
I get it. I mean, listen. Now while my hair is gray, I am blessed with a great head of hair. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it is. I feel for you that aren't.
Yeah.
But it's just that's the way it goes. We gotta. I'm not gonna dye my hair. If you choose to, that's your business. But I don't. You're fighting. You're running against the treadmill. You're fighting a losing battle. It's just going. At some point, it's gonna happen. And then when you stop, you got to ease off of it because you can't just show up one day, with white hair. Yesterday you had
Look
dark
like
hair.
Kenny
and
Loggins,
today you got
like Kenny Loggins,
I got
Kenny
struck
Rogers.
by lightning. I'm sorry, guys. No, man, it's no. We can't be doing that. All right, so today on the show we have obviously got to talk about the Tigers with a much needed. Wasn't easy. Wasn't straightforward. Never is with this team. But they did get a win. They did not lose. That is really, at this point, what it comes down to. Just getting some positivity, just get something good happening for that team, and they did. They did that. So that's like I said, it was didn't look good for a little while there, but they were able to make it work and hang in there. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Grizzlies losing to the Mavs. Again, the Mavs rapidly rising up your list of most hated teams.
Oh, yeah,
Anthony
man. So many reasons. So many reasons.
It's yeah, man. Just a rough game for basically everybody else but Ja Morant, who was incredible. Again, 35 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists for Ja Morant. 14 of 31 from the field. It was a one man show, but you got nothing from anyone else really to speak of, including Jaren Jackson Jr., who had his worst game in a while against. Just the size of Porzingis caused him some problems, and then the athleticism of Kleber and these guys. I see a lot of people out there, talking about how the Mavericks, when the Grizzlies have a full roster, Penny Hardaway style. When we had our full roster, we had all our guys like you do, then it'd be a whole different thing.
But that's me. I'm on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Mavericks are a little bit of a tricky matchup. I still think it's coming.
We'll do them dudes in the 7 game. We'll do them dudes in the 7 game.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they struggle with Brunson, who, when he's if he's in that bench role, we really struggle with him. Luka and Ja hopefully kind of cancel each other out with their respective greatness. Porzingis, if he continues to play like this, he blocked 6 shots yesterday. Was really using his length to a lot of advantage. If he continues to play like that, and then you got Kleber, that's their tough roster. That's tough. There's a reason why they're 12-3 since Christmas. I mean, that's a good team.
I know what they don't want to see though.
Who's
the Grizzlies. Man, when Dylan was out there, Dylan be having Luke about to, foul out the game. Want to get out.
That'd be interesting. I'd like that. That I would like to see. I'd like to see getting him under skin a little bit. There was a little eye roll from Luka that the Mavs fans were talking about when Ja walked by as he was taking free throw. A little eye roll.
Let's talk about that too, because Luka clearly feels a way towards Ja. Because everybody, there was a tweet that went out where somebody interviewed Luka, and he was like, "Yeah, Ja deserves all the credit he's getting. He's amazing. I mean, he jumps out of the gym." I took that as a head pat. I didn't take that as a genuine, I'm really he was basically saying he's got the exciting dunks and all that kind of stuff. I know that excites you guys, but I'm still Luka. I mean, I didn't take that well at all. I took it as a head pat. I ain't gonna lie.
What could he have said that you would have been okay with?
Ja's that dude. He's a killer on the court. He's taking that team to new heights. He jumps out he really jumps out the gym. It came off.
I mean, he does. He does jump out the gym.
Nah, he does more than just jump out the gym, though, fam.
Come on, man. I don't think he was. I don't know if he loves him or not.
But it's obvious he feels away, bro. Because think about this. Because Dallas fans feel away too. Because you look at Luka Doncic. You're talking about a guy that everyone has crowned him as being the guy who was going to be the next LeBron, or the guy who's going to carry the NBA to the next level. And no one, and if you were a betting man, no one would bet that Ja Morant would beat Luka Doncic in All-Star voting this year. Everyone figured that Luka Doncic would be the starter at guard from now until eternity, until he retires. And for Ja to come in out of nowhere and beat him, it's that you probably feel a way about that, man. Because their fans obviously do. Their fans feel they feel like the attention that was on Luka has been snatched off of him and placed on Ja Morant.
Well, I think again part of it is. And we can we'll delve into this over the next little bit, but I mean, to me, the it's a 2-part thing. One is that Ja Morant has been even better than people expected. He's been absolutely insanely good throughout. I mean, really insanely good. Number 2, Luka showed up and has continued to be out of shape, and it's a testament to his skill and his ability that even though he is out of shape and even though he is
he's still that
looking,
dude.
A little tubby, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. Imagine if he was in shape, what he would do. So I think that those two things combined, I think in Luka's mind, he's probably thinking, well, if I was 100%, if I was this, I mean, that's his fault. He has no one else to blame but himself for that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's kind of in the back of his mind, thinking like, okay, well, if I'm at my best or when the playoffs roll around, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I'd love to see it. I think that would be an amazing matchup. Ja versus Luka. I mean, great because you talk about like. The closest thing to a local rival is, I mean, Dallas is about as close as anywhere else in the NBA. I mean, it's one of the few actually drivable. You could be a fan. You could drive there in the morning and go watch the game at night.
Come on back.
There's not very many of those out there for the Grizzlies. You know, in New Orleans, Atlanta, which, you know, the different conference, so you're not going to do that in New Orleans. I mean, that was the thought, but that hasn't, you know, New Orleans got to do something before that's going to be a thing. Dallas could be. Dallas playing great. Dallas has stepped up and is playing, you know, basically same kind of level of the Grizzlies over the last month or so. Phenomenal. I'd love to see it. And I mean, Ja versus Luka would be must-see TV. Phenomenal.
And Peter, I've got some apologizing to do. Darren, I need your help on this one to set the mood. I kind of jumped the gun on something, man. I gave someone flowers before it was time to give them to them, and I need my flowers back. So I need to apologize to a certain community. I'm ready whenever you are, Darren.
I look forward to this.
Darren looks like he's a little occupied at the time. He's got all kind of people in the studio with him. But you know, sometimes, man, you kind of jump the gun. You make an evaluation of somebody, and then you crown them a certain thing, and then that person doesn't really turn out to be that person. Then you got to apologize because you've kind of forced him on people who have faith in your word, who kind of trust you. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna issue an apology now. Still waiting on Darian. Wish John Harden would leave. So now he's back in the room. All right, here it is. I had to set the mood.
Man.
A few weeks ago, Peter.
Wondering if Darian was hearing it. Listen, does Darian's headphones?
I got you, man. Y'all know how my first 15, 20 minutes go, man.
Well, you can't. What are you, Greg the Hammer Valentine? You can't warm up into this. We got to start the show. We're ready
to go. But yeah, Peter, a few weeks ago, you weren't here.
That's true.
And I inducted John Conchar into the White American Basketball Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm as American as anyone else in America, but I'm not white. But I took it upon myself to enter him to the White American Basketball Player Hall of Fame. And today I come to remove him from the first time ever, a reversal. Unfortunately, man, John Conchar's back. Sorry, man. I don't really know what to say, but, you know, I tried to he's back, man. I don't know if y'all still want him. If y'all want to keep him there, keep him there. But,
I don't know if y'all still want him.
But if you want to keep him there, just, you know, goodwill, good faith, buy low, you know, sell high, that's fine. But I apologize, white America, for inducting John Conchar, not knowing he would go back sorry in a matter of weeks. So he's looking like a short Santi Aldama right now.
I'm not sure that you can.
No, I'm joking. Of
you
course.
can't really induct anyone into the White Hall of Fame, so you definitely can't take them out of the White Hall of Fame. So,
are you saying I don't have the authority to do it?
Yeah, that's what.
This is the same person who wants to take Klay Thompson from us and say that Klay Thompson. You know, y'all can about have Klay Thompson. I ain't gonna lie, because the version of Klay we're saying now is
exactly.
Y'all want Klay
listen,
Thompson for real?
We have to negotiate this stuff. I don't know. We can talk about it. There's negotiation.
Clay is negotiable.
Clay's. I think we could certainly use him.
Hey, what is the white power, bro? Other than a weird looking dude.
Whatever he and Delonte West are the same.
Huh? Are they for real?
No. I don't know. I don't think so. No, Dwight.
Is he black?
Dwight Powell's black-ish, I believe. Yes, I believe he's black.
Ish.
His mom is definitely black.
Oh, for real?
And his dad is.
He looks like that Japanese robot meme. I put that on Twitter yesterday. His face is like expressionless, like he didn't have facial features.
Dwight Powell's dad is also black, so I don't know. It looks as though he's become quite light-skinned for some
Hey, they didn't do some
unknown
research
reason.
on it.
Yeah. His mom's name is Jacqueline Weir. She appears to be, like, I would say, just kind of like, she's not light-skinned. It seems like a regular sort of base tone, not super dark, not super light. Dad probably maybe slightly light-skinned, but not to his degree at all. So I don't know what happened here, but he's definitely black.
Okay, but y'all can have Klay Thompson.
So we're not taking him.
You're not taking Dwight Powell. You can't.
No, we're not taking Dwight. Dwight Powell's 30 years old. He feels I thought he was
maybe 27, 28. Not
yeah,
30.
I don't know. He feels like he's been in the league for forever and hasn't really done anything. I don't. He's just always there. I don't know what he. I don't know. He's a strange. It's a strange situation with him. Well, listen. On behalf of the white delegation, we appreciate your interest
Apology.
the apology and in the interest in our Hall of Fame induction process.
Who was y'all's last legit inductee then? J.J. Redick? Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero.
I mean, ongoing process. Are we talking? We're talking white American basketball Hall of Fame. I mean, definitely. We got high hopes for Chet Holmgren. Really, I mean, that's really going to be our. We really got a lot of high hopes for Chet. Chet's. There's a lot riding on Chet.
Do you think he can be Luka-esque?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he can be Luka-esque, but I think there's a lot riding on him. We need him to perform.
Domesticated Porzingis. Is that what you guys?
We need. Yeah, we need. Yes, we need him. We need him to do. We need him to get because right now we're really struggling. It's just.
Yeah. I tried to give y'all. I thought Jitty had it, man.
I mean,
I'm just joking.
Frankly, far too premature to put him in the Hall of Fame. But it's okay.
He's just not a starter. He's a heck of a bench player. But like these starter minutes,
he's definitely a role player.
Yeah,
and role players, when you try to give them a bigger role, sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, Contra, the thing is, he did get 10 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. Like that's kind of what he does. He's a rebounding force, which is weird to say about a guard, but it's true. And so he's an elite rebounder for his position. Now, what is that super useful? I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. And is it useful when you're also when he's unable to hit threes and when he's unable to finish at the basket? It's less useful because you can't have him just be a rebounding guard.
Yeah.
But it really does boost his value when he's able to hit some of those shots. But yesterday, like everybody else other than Ja, it wasn't happening. Yeah. Zaire Williams, missing everything. It was a rough day for the Grizzlies. But I think everyone was focused on the football. To be honest with you, I mean, I think I don't know, man. If that's probably the least watched Grizzly game of the year.
By fans,
I would say, because I think everyone was watching those games. This weekend of football, we'll talk about it when we come back, man. The absolute greatest weekend of NFL action ever. Like you'll never see anything like it again. 4 walk-off games, 3 decided by field goals that each started the last play with 4 seconds left on the clock and field goals that ended the game. 3 of the 4 had that exact scenario. I mean, how crazy is that? And the other one with the, I think, frankly, stupid NFL overtime rules. But the last part of the game was so crazy that you can overlook that. Just wild. We're going to talk about it when we come back. We're going to talk Tiger hoops as well. As the Tigers got a big win over Tulsa. I mean, as big as a win over Tulsa in Tulsa, which hasn't happened in a while for the Tigers. So there you go. We'll talk about it when we continue here. Live and local, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
You have opinions?
Well, you gotta have an opinion.
We want to hear them. Call or text us on the AutoZone listener line at 360-8255. That's the AutoZone listener line at 901-360-8255.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike is where you'll find the most bang for your buck. Take your pick with adventure-ready 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport or highest safety-rated 2022 Eclipse Cross. Ready to ride at $349 a month. And this is not a lease. You own it. Want 31 mpg highway in your SUV? We Gossett with 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. Now $398 a month. Plus, at Gossett Mitsubishi, you always get our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So for our best deal, look no further than Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months at 2.9 APR, 3,000 down, 500 loyalty rebate, 500 military rebate, Sport NU 001422, MSRP 27010, Cross NZO 49092, MSRP 27,000, Outlander NZO 53093, MSRP 29615, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax title license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/31/2022. Dealer stock only.
Taco Bell presents a get out of bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell. Cause toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you. Only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Do you want a greener, more weed-free lawn? If you're like me, you can't stand the sight of dandelions, clover, or especially crabgrass. Hi, I'm Brandon Hawley, president of Lawn Solutions. We are your locally owned and operated weed control and fertilization company. We are also experts in disease and insect control on your lawn and landscape. Our uniformed technicians are full-time, year-round licensed and certified by the state of Tennessee. Lawn Solutions' personalized service is far more superior to that of national companies that promise but simply cannot deliver. We return phone calls, we keep appointments, and we want your business. What we will not do is bother you with endless phone calls or junk mail. Lawn Solutions will not sell you something your lawn doesn't need. If you're looking for a local lawn care company to kill your weeds and feed your grass, then Lawn Solutions is the finest. Call us at 867-5626. That's 867-5626. Or go online at LawnSolutionsInc.net. From our family to yours, we want to thank you for your business.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Hook up the high top fade and I'm out of here to a disco or a party of some kind. Hope that I would find myself a good time. Before I'm through and the night is done, man, I'm gonna have fun. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Just dancing,
y'all. Woo! Yeah. Saying you're not necessarily the biggest NFL guy in the world, right?
I'm not invested in a particular team, but I really enjoyed watching the games this weekend. I didn't really have a rooting interest.
Thought you loved it when the 49ers won.
Yeah, I'm a 49er fan now.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't get it twisted. This is the quest for 6, baby. At this point,
no one's getting it twisted. But I'm saying, but were you just like, I mean, were you on top of it like this weekend?
I watched.
This was incredible.
I watched
right?
the gist of every game. I didn't watch every game every moment, but I watched the gist of every game. Every game this weekend was incredible. I went to go watch the Titans at.
Where do I find the gist? Is that on TV? Can I get the gist somewhere? Is that a network?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, NFL Red Zone.
That's that 30-minute quick watch game.
That's that 30-minute. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that.
Game.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
When they have that quick watch, I do like that. That's nice. That is, when you don't have time to just kind of
every dead play, they go right.
Knock
back
this thing out.
Play.
Just bing, 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 bing. Let's go.
No, it's like you. I went to go watch the Titans game at a sports bar, so I was late getting there, so I missed the beginning of the game. Plus, you're busy, you're talking, you're drinking, you're doing whatever, food going around.
It's a little distracted.
You're with friends, so you're distracted. You're watching the game, but you're not locked in like if you're at the house watching. And then I watched some of the 49er game. I drove home, and I was in South Haven watching the game, so it took me 45 minutes to get home, so I missed that chunk of the game. Then I came home, had to, get settled in, and so I missed a lot of the 49er.
You went down to South. You were down in South Haven, huh?
Yeah, down there kicking.
Man,
I ain't giving nobody no free pub today.
So you had to drive 45 minutes home. I was 10 minutes away.
You know what I'm saying? So I missed a lot of that.
It's interesting to think about why you might have been down. I don't know. I have to think about that.
Why was that in South Haven?
Why was Anthony seen in South Haven?
The Pony Olive Branch.
you gotta text me on that. I don't know. I was trying to figure out where you going with that. You gotta hit me out there on that.
Oh no,
my family, my brother lives out that way. He's a part of a Jeep gang. He's part of a little Jeep crew.
See, that's not as much fun. It was much more fun to just be like some kind of weird, start some rumors. Anthony's saying, what's happening? What's Anthony saying right now? Doing some consulting work with Ole Miss basketball right now. Who knows what's going on? Anthony's saying in North Mississippi, doing some things, big things happening.
The top of Mississippi.
I be out there now. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, I know.
I keep my face in the place.
I know. You are out and about amongst all of it. And I would expect nothing less than that. How about but how about those? So those games you mentioned the Titans game first. I mean, chronologically, that's the first one. What a disappointment for the Titans.
Yeah.
To get. I mean, and to the credit, Bengals did exactly what they had to do. They were. The thing is, they got to Joe Burrow a ton. I mean, he got absolutely smacked.
Yep,
9 sacks. Crazy that it happened, and they still managed to win the game. Derrick Henry really didn't do much in his return. He got the ball 20 times, didn't really carry the ball a whole lot. I don't know. Looking back on it, would it have made more sense to do a little less with him on his return? They may have tried to force it a little too much when things have been going okay. With Dante Foreman, somebody else. I don't know. I don't know if they pushed too hard for that. It's hard. It's hard when you're coming back. From that long out. They should. It's a very disappointing year. Home field advantage, number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. Smack first game.
And how many times is that going to happen again? Yeah. So what a disappointment.
It happened twice in the same day.
I'm not gonna blame. I'm not gonna blame anything with Derrick Henry, man. Derrick Henry is a workhorse who's one of the best players in the league at his position. Yeah, he wasn't back, but I believe even if he didn't play and they just kept using the guys they had, you probably had a similar result because Tannehill's terrible, man.
Horrible. First play.
I'm not gonna put that on. I'm not gonna put that on Derrick Henry.
First play interception. Bates
I hate to sound like a weirdo fan. I'm like I said, I'm not the most engaged NFL fan. Like that's real. I'll tell you that. But
this is the time to sound weird, man.
No, but like I heard a lot of groundswell about something. I'm not sure how true it was. What was the Titans situation in regards to Tom Brady? Because I remember his name coming up in association with the Titans. Like how much of a reality?
As far as I don't know. That was
that's the only.
It was something that was
because I've seen
no, it wasn't that. No, there was more than that. I mean, they certainly were in the mix when he prior to him going to Tampa Bay, but
because I heard people say that like it was almost like a we're good with Tannehill type thing.
I think that was part of it. I think that was part of it. I mean, Tannehill again. He showed you in this game, you ain't winning with Tannehill. It's just not happening, man. Especially you look around you look at what like Mahomes and Josh Allen did. Oh my God, like one of the greatest quarterback games in the history of football, with those two guys going back and forth, and you're coming out there with Ryan Tannehill. I mean, that's silly. Like you're not winning. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that means for them. Having kind of committed to Tannehill, but it's not working. And then the thing is, in Joe Burrow, as much as he got knocked down over and over and over again. I mean, honestly, 9 sacks, as you mentioned, Darian, on just 46 dropbacks. So you're talking basically, 1 out of every 5 times he dropped back, he was sacked, and he was hit a whole bunch more than that. And so,
the big key was he didn't turn the ball over. With those 9 sacks, Tannehill turned the ball over 3 times. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow only once. That was the big difference in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the Bengals are going to have to, really shore that up against
took a licking and kept on ticking.
Who certainly have a huge amount of pass rushing prowess.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Ingram has been really, really good for the Chiefs. Frank Clark and the others guys, like that. That's going to be tough for the Bengals. But we can deal with that, later on. In the meantime, though, what a disappointment for the Titans. And I don't know when that's gonna. I don't know when they're gonna get that chance again. Number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout. That's
yep.
That's tough.
Mad,
right
I'm
there.
a little mad, man, because the elementary school saying was thought I had a moment Sunday, man, and Buffalo snatched it from me. Like I was ready to see another Buffalo-Cincinnati AFC Championship game, like way back in the day, like Boomer Esiason and Jim Kelly. Like I was feeling that, man. I was like, yeah, man, let's go throwback with this AFC Championship game. But then,
I can take you a step further. I had a buddy tell me it's going to be all the way throwback.
Yeah,
he said it's going to be Cincinnati. Yep. He said Cincinnati in the 49ers. Yeah, he went a little Boomer Esiason action.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's I was hoping that was going to happen, man. Now I got to look at Larry from the Three Stooges and Kansas City Chiefs. If you don't think that I forgot the dude's name.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes looks like Larry.
I gotta look.
I don't understand why nobody else sees that but me. But he looks
Patrick
just like
Mahomes.
So annoying.
He sounds like
Gargamel
Danny McBride. Like
yeah,
like
man.
Jesse Gemstone. If you watch Righteous Gemstones, he sounds like Jesse Gemstone.
Yeah, he gets some under.
What are we doing now?
Get out of here.
Anyway, but that being said, what an incredible game. Like
the game
yesterday, the yesterday, like I mean, let's finish up with Saturday real fast.
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers beating the Packers.
My 49ers.
Aaron Rodgers, for all the talk, all the hype, 0-4 against the playoffs against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. And the team that, he was most pissed off with for, turning him down, not picking him, having him right there at Cal and didn't take him.
Mm-hmm.
0-4.
2 different quarterbacks, 2 different head coaches
in the postseason. It was the same disappointment for Rodgers that we've seen quite a bit, for all the flack that somebody like Peyton Manning took. Rodgers, won his title fairly early on and then has just not done much of anything in the postseason since. And you want to talk about, postseason records or whatever, like, I mean, sometimes it's his fault, sometimes it's not, but this one was his fault. He just did not play well, and by his own admission, didn't play well. And if you're going to come out here unvaccinated and be all this mess and do all this anti-vaccine, you better step up. You better show. you better play.
That dude, yeah.
I saw somebody call him Karen Rodgers. Limbaugh Field.
Oh man, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's
And that drive before the 49ers came down to score, I was just knowing there was going to be the classic Aaron Rodgers. You left too much time left on the clock. I'm about to come down here and score a touchdown, game over. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? It
was the defense.
Yeah,
man.
49ers defense
man.
ain't no
Punt
joke,
block,
man.
field goal block.
Yep.
I mean, how about Debo? Let's thank Debo for his service. Hell, I thought Debo clavicle or something was broken as bad and battered as he looked out there. But that guy, he's the biggest weapon in the NFL right now.
I mean, it was a brutal ugly game, but I mean, the 49ers, they continue to kind of just look like a team of destiny, and they've been very successful against the Rams. They, the Rams now, have tried to limit ticket sales only to people in Los Angeles, which again, like, there's plenty. You think people from the Bay Area don't live? You think people from the Bay Area don't live in Los Angeles? Get out of here. I mean, the 49ers fans.
You think they don't have fans in LA? Come on, man.
Oh, absolutely. If you looked at that last game, guys, the 49ers took over that stadium. So far, it was 49ers land.
They've been known for doing that. They would fall up and just take over a stadium. For sure.
Either one of you guys want to send me to LA for my birthday this week?
No.
Okay, my birthday's Friday. You can send me to LA, and I'll go to the game and let you know how it was.
How insane is it that we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo being a game away from his second Super Bowl, when all they've done is all people have done is try to replace him forever.
But
it's
in lieu of him, though. It's not because of him. I wish it was because of him.
But man, if you're the starting quarterback and you're looking like you're on the verge of going to 2 already,
he's still out though. We're still Trey Lance bound.
Yeah, I'm a Trey Lance guy.
Yeah, we're Trey Lance
for sure
next year. Especially after what you saw with Josh Allen, to kind of transition to the next day. If you guys were like, Josh Allen is an absolute stud, man. Just an absolute stud.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But so let me look here. So, Garoppolo, if it ends up being, it's either going to be throwback one way or the other. If the 49ers win, it'll be 49ers Chiefs, 49ers Bengals. Either way, it'll be a throwback to a previous Super Bowl matchup. But the fact that Garoppolo, it's not like he's done a great job. I mean, his postseason numbers, 2 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yeah.
He was in both the games this year, he's not been particularly great, thrown a pick, no touchdowns in this postseason at all, 2 interceptions. He's done, I guess, what had to be done, but you're winning in spite of him. You're not winning because of him. And you have to think the Rams at home. I know there's this sort of hex or whatever, but this is your opportunity, man. Especially with the Rams after doing what they did in that game. What a crazy game that was. Thought that was going to be the game of the year and the game of the postseason, and it turned out it wasn't even the best game of the day. But Bucks coming back from almost Falcons level choke job from the Rams. So close. But this might just be Georgia's year, man. Georgia wins national championship. Matthew Stafford finally getting his opportunity and making 2 huge throws down the stretch when Brady and the Bucks left just enough time to make it. I don't know why the blitz they called that allowed Cooper Kupp to be, one-on-one with Antoine Winfield. That's a terrible matchup. And Kupp wide open, had a career high 183 yards through the air. It was a great game, but I have no idea what Tampa was doing after they came back. With Cam Akers putting the ball on the ground time and time again, the Rams blowing opportunity after opportunity, huge turnovers, and still
found a way. Yeah.
Don't know how they did it, but they still did it.
Yep. They only had 3 points in the fourth quarter, but the 3 they got was the one that won the game for them, for sure. It sounds like we're kind of counting the Rams out against the 49ers. I don't think that.
I think they should. To me, they should
home,
win the game. But again, it's just there's just kind of a thought that the 49ers just have this kind of.
It feels like it's going their way. Yeah. And then, you go back to the old NFC West stuff. That's the team we used to pick on back in the day. So, the Rams might still feel like they're a little bro in that situation. Are we ready to see Odell Beckham Jr. in the Super Bowl? Because he's going to he's going to be a spectacle. You know that. He's going to be a super distraction. Not particularly in a bad way, but, bright lights, big city. This is going to be him.
Yeah, I mean it's. I'm not ready for it. No, to answer your question, I'm not. But by the way, just FYI, Garoppolo for his career 6-0 against the Rams with a fantastic almost 70% completion percentage, 9 touchdowns. He's thrown more touchdowns against the Rams than anybody else except Cardinals. Now obviously it makes more sense because he's played them more than. almost anyone else. But within those games, he's been super, super productive. So, yeah, maybe there's something there. I don't know. Maybe there's kind of something to keep an eye on. And then we got to talk about the greatest game. Maybe the best game I've ever seen. I don't know, man. The end of that Chiefs Bills game. I don't know, man. That was
good stuff.
It had to be one of the greatest games. You had in the last 2 minutes of the game, the Bills and Chiefs scored 25 points.
Yeah.
In the last 2 minutes of a divisional round playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes. 25 points.
And there was only 3 points even scored, period, before the
four different changes of lead and like back and forth, and then the tie, and then it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And can I say something that I'm tired of hearing about up and down the dial today on the radio, where there's callers calling in, hosts talking about it, people on national.
What is it? You tell
There's
me.
absolutely nothing wrong with NFL playoff overtime. Like, bro.
Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong about
You are wrong, man. All y'all sound crazy. You play the whole game, bro. You play the whole game. No.
That's stupid.
No.
You're foolish.
Back in my day, a field goal would have ended the game.
That's foolish.
But if you let a team go all the way down and score a touchdown on you saying you don't deserve to lose?
No, you don't.
So what should happen? Fix it.
You tell me that Josh Allen shouldn't have a chance?
Because
all it was a coin flip.
He had a
it's a
chance
coin
in
flip,
regulation.
and then one team wins. No, then that doesn't solve overtime. That's a different thing. Your overtime's a different issue. Yeah, everybody had a chance in regulation. It doesn't mean that you should then go to a bad system because you didn't win in regulation.
How should it be fixed? I'm serious. Like, how should
overtime should be 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, you shouldn't. There's no sudden death. Like, whoever's ahead at the end of the 10-minute period, that's your winner. That gives you a chance. If a team can carry and hold the ball for all 10 minutes, man, hey, that's a phenomenal situation. But it gives you more likely than, almost certainly each team's going to have the ball a couple different times. You've got chances to score, come back. It brings all of football into play, not just one team's defense versus another team's offense, which is what happened on that overtime. That's what you have to do, especially for a game of this magnitude. Who didn't want to see Josh Allen go back out there and have another shot at it after that? It's just, and he never did. He never got
Patrick
that chance.
Right, the Chiefs fans.
All the Chiefs fans, but anybody else who's watching that would have been phenomenal. So I hate that system. I don't get it.
Because I've heard people saying due to college. What you're saying, I could groove with. Even if they did 8 minutes, I would like 8 better than 10. Because 8 just seems 10.
Yeah, just pick. Well, pick whatever time period you want, but have it be
another hour on there if you throw 10 minutes. But
but that's the way it is, man. If you in as far as I'm concerned, in the regular season, you end the game in a tie. That's it. It's a tie. Like, I wouldn't have any overtime in the regular season. You're just done. And then in the postseason, because you have to have a winner, then you throw in a full period of whatever time, 8, 10 minutes, whatever it is. That way, everybody's got a chance. You can actually play regular football. I definitely don't want the college system where you.
I was just about to say this. So we're both in agreement that we're not doing what college does, because that's stupid. Okay.
That's.
I heard
silly.
people saying that. I was like, man. What you're saying,
stupid.
I could get with.
That's not football at all. That's even less football than the other. Like, that's not even anything. I hate the college system because it's just it forces a winner in a situation where you really like this game deserved to be. Honestly, it deserved to be a tie. Now, obviously, you can't have a tie in a playoff winner take all sudden death situation. You can't have a tie. So then you have to figure out how to deal with that. But the game deserved to be a tie. Nobody really deserved to lose that game, and definitely not in sudden death where it just feels. I heard a lot of folks, even people that were kind of old school, like fans of the old system, saying, it just didn't feel satisfying because you knew that Josh Allen probably had something left in the tank and he never got a chance to use it. We never got a chance to see it. So to me, have a certain period of time. If you like 8 minutes, that's fine. I could deal with that. 10 minutes makes sense to me. And
I
just
get
play
what
that out.
You convinced me. I said what you see how that worked.
You play that out. Just play that out.
Because I heard people saying do what college does. Like, nah, get out of my face with that crap.
No. I guess if you're still tied after that 10 minutes, then you can either do another one or do a 5-minute period that time, or at that point go to. I mean, at some point, exhaustion sets in and you gotta end the game. But
penalty kick.
I think those guys. I think those guys could do it for another 10 minutes. Man, I think that would just mean. And I think it would change if you knew you had to go another 10 minutes or another 15 minutes or whatever. It would change the strategy. And some teams might not play for a tie because you got to it might push other teams to kind of play for a win if you got injuries, you're kind of squeaking one out. You don't necessarily trust that your team can hang in there. You might actually play for a win in regulation. So I would prefer to see it that way. When we come back, I want to talk to our buddy Mayor Mike, the mayor's got a food review, right?
Yeah, he got a food review, some other stuff to talk about as well.
Nice. Hour number 2. Also, we're going to talk about the Tigers and Tulsa and what that win means, if anything, for the squad. We'll do that when we continue here live from the Family Leisure Studios on Grindtime, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world at sports56whbq.com or on the Sports 56 app.
Action247.com is your Tennessee sportsbook for same-day pay. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans for Tennesseans. Win a little or win a lot. Action247 has same-day pay. The other guys make you wait for your winnings. No more waiting with Action247 same-day pay. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
I'm Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors, and I have to really congratulate Hugh Mallory, who is also with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors, for using his hunting skills when it comes to finding homes for his clients.
Thanks, Sheldon. Yes, I get them into their hunting gear by getting them pre-qualified with a local lender. Then we stalk the prey. We go on the hunt into the multiple listing service, as well as other internet sites that other hunters, other agents, don't use. And once we find what we're hunting, we make the offer to beat other agents out there in the field.
Hugh, that's all well and good. But what do you do once you get the house?
Well, we can't very well mount it on the wall, but our clients will be living in their dream home while everyone else is still hunting.
Remember, while Hugh Mallory moves Memphis at 497-9756, when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn at memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546. Do it now. memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546.
Memphis basketball fans, your Tigers play host to East Carolina at home on January 27th at FedEx Forum. Game time is slotted for 8 p.m. This will be our blackout game. Fans are encouraged to wear black. The first 1,000 students at the game will get a special Memphis Ambush Student Section blackout shirt. Speed painter Jessica Haas will be the halftime entertainment. That's January 27th at 8 p.m. Sponsored by Memphis Paints. For tickets, call 901-678-2331 or visit GoTigersGoTix.com today.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? Everything. A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Binswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Binswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Binswanger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit binswingerglass.com. Binswanger Glass.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Yeah, the 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting my groove.
Oh, yeah.
The summer. It's not the summer.
Yeah, it is, bro.
It absolutely is.
It's the summer for some of these football teams.
That's true. down
I got
Australia.
a man. I'm a holler. Falling down Valentine one time on my mind. Come on now.
You want to bring in the mayor as we welcome everybody back to Grind
perfect
Time? Mayor Mike joins us on Mondays. Mayor Mike, what's up?
What up, man? Man, I love that song, y'all.
Man, still bumping.
Bruh, always gonna
This
be
was my
bumping,
intro to
bruh.
3 6 Mafia. I ain't gonna lie. When 3 6
Really?
Mafia was out, I really didn't. I heard it, but I didn't really hear it. But when I heard this, I was like, yeah, I need to get on board.
It was on that DJ Paul Underground jump, man. Volume 6, I believe, man. Yeah. That's just bumping, man. I like that.
Super bumping. Still bumping.
Yeah.
But Lama hollers.
I hear Pete over there humming. I feel it, man. That's just getting your soul right there, man. I'm telling you. Man, how y'all doing, man?
Man, good.
How you doing?
Mike, you ever been in a situation
Man.
where you seen a freak with some weave and a sexy switch, and then you try to holler at her, she said she got a man?
Man, you tell a man where he at, though.
Right, why you with him? You know what I'm saying?
Why he ain't with you? You know what I'm saying? Why, you ain't got no man if he ain't with you.
Yeah, come on now. That's a good response, man. That's a good response.
That's the greatest response, man.
Well, you had you tested out a new restaurant over the weekend. We definitely want to hear your review. You never steered me wrong, and you never steered our listeners wrong here on Monday when we bring in Mike, who's definitely a man about town. You tell us where to go, where not to go. Tell us about this restaurant experience you had over the weekend.
Yeah, so, man, my people over at Edible Memphis had said something about it, and apparently it's been here a long time, and everybody knew about it, so I'm not breaking any news. So
it's new to you.
It's called Ryu Steakhouse.
Yeah,
over on
on
Summer
Summer.
and White Station. Right next to the strip club. I know everybody know where the Gold Club at, so it's right next to it. Man, so they got pho now.
Get some extra glitter on your steak.
Pho?
It's pho.
Extra glitter on your steak.
Pho.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have no glitter on me when I went in there. No glitter. But yeah, so they're serving pho now, man, and I'm a huge fan of pho. Like I had.
Wait, is that pronounced pho?
Nope.
Is
It's
it pho?
pho.
It's pho. I think it's pho. I'm
It's
pretty
pho.
sure it's pho.
It's definitely pho. It's definitely
pho.
Why make that so
100%.
difficult? Now I gotta be in the.
What do you mean so difficult? That's how they say it.
Y'all
That's
got some
Vietnamese.
pho? I don't give
Not
up.
English.
Come on now.
I think it's pho.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my first, my first pho adventure maybe about a year or two ago, and I've been hooked ever since. Like I was always like, nah, I like hood Chinese rice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Shrimp fried
somebody
rice.
put me on pho. Yeah, shrimp fried rice, little chicken fried rice.
Pepper
like
steak.
country.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, when I was growing up, we didn't get none of that. Just shrimp fried rice, chicken fried rice. That's it. And then my mom got fancy and got lo mein one time.
Woo!
Terrible. I hate lo mein, bro.
You get an egg roll. Don't forget about the egg roll. You do get an egg
All
roll.
the egg rolls are busting. But it was too many of us people. We grew up poor, man. Couldn't get egg rolls either.
Because you can't split it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't split that. You can't split that. Yeah, man, we grew up real poor, bro. But
Can I get some extra rice instead? That's what Bob used to say. But anyway, go ahead. Because you can split that. Yeah, okay, go ahead. I got you.
Split this and that's it. But yeah, man, so we went over there, man, got the pho, man. We got pho. I finally got pho with meatballs in it. The meatballs are next level. We had some sushi because they serve sushi in there. And then my daughter, Maddie, loves dumplings. So she had dumpling soup, fried dumplings, and dumpling cacciatore, whatever kind of dumplings they had. They had a million different types. So, and it was only like $40 for all of that. It was three of us, man. And it was the cleanest kitchen I've ever seen in the entire country. Like, I've been all over this country eating, man, traveling and eating food, man. It was literally the cleanest kitchen I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Right. And it wasn't like the restaurant was empty. Like, it was super clean. And also, man, I saw a great diversity moment there, man. There was a white guy that walked in, right? He looked like a biker guy. I totally prejudged him. I'm like, I know he uses hard ERs, but anyway, whatever, And so he was like, yo, they asked him for his order, and he's like, oh, I'm waiting on somebody. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And there was a Muslim woman that walked in and sat down with him, man. She had the hijab. I forgot. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to be offensive. But man, she sat down and they were on a date, bro. It was the craziest but coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I thought that was so cool. I know, random thing. But yeah, go try that place out. Super dope. Get the sushi. Get the pho. Is next level. They use really good products in there, and you can eat off the kitchen.
I love sushi. I love sushi. I love pho.
Oh, the sushi was next level, Pete. It was so good. Oh my god!
I'm gonna tell you, go, little shout out. Go check out my girl Vivian over at Lady Lights. If you like Vietnamese food over in Cordova, and man, the fries.
Man, you missed me.
Woo!
You missed me at Cordova. You missed me.
We ain't doing no Cordova.
Hey, I know y'all don't want to venture into that part of town. I know it's
It's too gangster.
We're not going to the projects. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to the hood, Pete. What's wrong with you?
The worst place to be is go to a place that's the hood, but don't realize it's the hood.
Go visit one day, and then post about it. Like, I can't believe I went to Cordova one day.
Go visit in the hood. Hey, that's what got what's it called hemmed up in Orange Mountain that time with their orange Lamborghini, the dice game.
Who was Antonio Burks?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Who was it? Who was it that posted that they were going to Orange Mountain like it was a trip to the
most white people on Twitter. That's
like a tourist trip.
I don't know what they think is gonna happen, man. It's like I saw this story on TikTok, man. There was these two white ladies in from out of town. And they were walking around South Memphis trying to find Graceland. And some black lady pulled up to them like, get in the car. Get in the car. Like, you can't be visiting.
Trying to find Graceland. But they was at the Clementine.
Bro, they was over there.
Call the fish market.
Somewhere, man. Like, I don't know where them folks at.
They was
Not all superheroes wear capes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them wear hair bonnets, bro.
But if you're on Elvis Presley and you go the wrong direction, you'll end up in Clementine apartments for sure.
Man, you're going to end up somewhere where you might not ever get out of.
Yeah.
Like a bad situation.
You get lost. You can be in a bad situation. Clementine ain't too far from Graceland at all. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, I got a little segue moment.
All
Speaking of bad situations.
Okay.
Kenny, what's going on, bro?
Hey, you tell us, man.
Hey, they won. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
A 2-point win over Tulsa.
Hey, they came back. It didn't look like it was going to be a 2-point win.
Man, I started watching the halftime when they was down like 12. I was like, nah, fam. Gone.
Yeah.
Penny, I want to see him on Indeed in the morning. Like,
come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm not going to get this man no pass because he barely beat Tulsa. I'm just not going to do it. I cannot do it, man.
But let me ask you this.
Guy. That's my guy. I love him to death. But nah, fam. Nah, man. Nah. You know, but at the same time, you know, I don't think you should fire Penny. Like, I don't think Penny should be fired. You got to give him the same amount of time you gave Josh. If you gave Josh 39,000 years and to do nothing, you got to give Penny at least 4,000 years. Like, give him some time. It's just really hard making up the excuses for him, though. But at the same time, I don't want them to fire Penny yet. I mean, what is year 4?
Yeah, this is year 4 right here.
Yeah, this
Fourth
is year 4.
year.
Give him one. I say one more, and we'll know for sure.
Right.
One more. I give him one more, but on the leash like a mug, nigga.
Well, you're never gonna know for sure, man. Because Penny's we'll talk about it more in the next segment. Penny's like a Rorschach test for people, man. You look at it and you see what you want to see. You see
that's true.
A guy who's giving it his all, and he's Memphis through and through, and loves everything, and he's been given a bad rap, and he's had injuries, or you see a guy that's doesn't really care that much about the job and hasn't really committed and is not willing to listen to people and is stubborn and I don't know. It just depends on who you are and what you want to see.
That's true. I think that the thing about Penny is that he's not as animated as people probably want him to be, and I think
he's definitely not.
It comes out when like somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, asks a dumb question, So, and then it like that South Memphis comes out, the North Memphis comes out, and I think like seeing Penny on the sideline, it kind of seems like he isn't really interested. But I think it's just the way he is. It's like his demeanor is really cool and calm. And we're used to like, Calipari would yell at people. And, I think that's the kind of coach that most people are looking for. per se, and Penny's not that kind of a coach. Because I think he normally has a super talented team. They don't really have to yell at them as much because they're overpowering everybody. And now you're at a point where that's not happening. And Penny still kind of has that same demeanor, and it kind of seems like he doesn't really care. But I think he does care.
I think so too. We're going to talk about it.
Cares. But
ain't
nobody over getting these checks. And I'm going to check that, man, until they turn it around. And 2 points over Tulsa.
Ain't it?
Hell no.
There you go. we got to run. We got to take a break. Hey, Mike, appreciate it, man. We got to roll.
All right, bro.
We'll talk to you next week. Our friend Mayor Mike joining us. We come back. Plenty more to get to in hour number 2. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Troy Fivesh, owner of Fivesh Roofing. Sunday, today and today only. And for the first 50 callers. These are things you will never hear me say in my ads. Because if you're honest, sincere, and knowledgeable, you don't need fast-talking, high-energy, gimmick-promising advertising to get someone's attention. Speaking of that, how do you think companies can offer huge rebates and giveaways when you use their services or products? By overcharging you in the first place. That's how. 5S Roofing doesn't operate that way. It's misleading and dishonest. When I provide a customer with the best products and the best service, and I do it for a fair price, why would I need gimmicks? Best products, best warranties, and the best service possible. That's all we offer. Well, that and financing. 5S Roofing, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5S Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5S Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Get ultra strong for your South Pole. Charmin keeps your undies whiter than the North Pole. A shiny hiney, a brand new year. Call it a Charmin. Happy New Year. May your holidays be Charmin, clean, merry, and bright. May all your undies be Charmin, clean, white.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
What a great time to start a new year with a new car, truck, or SUV from our friends at Auto Universe Germantown. The new go-to place for the finest luxury vehicles you'll find in one place anywhere. It's on Winchester, just off 385. I'm out here looking at hundreds right now. Lexus, Toyota, Infiniti. Here's some great-looking Audis and Jeeps. And I see Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes, beautiful trucks, SUVs, and of course, cars. Go to eAutoUniverseGermantown.com and take a look for yourself. A lot of people complaining about long wait times getting service appointments. Well, just call Robert here at Auto Universe Germantown. He'll get you in now. 901-751-7300. Everything from brake service, rotating tires, transmission service, even checking the battery. Winchester just off 385. That's where they're located. You're going to love Auto Universe Germantown. Ask for Zach and tell him you heard it here on Sports 56 Radio. Finest pre-owned luxury vehicles and great no-haggle prices. 7300 Winchester off 385. Or online at eAutoUniverse.com.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Little skilo for you.
Man, take it back. What are you just coming out the dome today, or you got something?
No, man, check your phone. Little 90s Day action.
Oh,
man.
Okay, I got you, brother.
That's where the 3-6 deal came from.
Yeah.
You know?
This is like 90. This is like my freshman year high school vibe you got going.
This was 95 here.
Yeah. That's it. That was that year.
And we had a little 3-6 in the summer. You know, we could only do the instrumental, and that was actually a pretty good deal because it got y'all humming and rapping and grooving and whatnot. So we got a couple more.
Cause you know in Memphis, them players be kind of like laid back. Yeah, them players be kind of like laid back in Memphis.
Skedaddle. Yeah. It's ridiculous. All right, hour number 2 is here, presented by Poultry Power. Poultry Power.
Hit him up.
You want that chicken? You want chicken or not? I mean, who doesn't want chicken?
Yeah. Pete, you know what I did this weekend?
What on earth? Why would you not want chicken? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know who doesn't eat chicken in the studio? I heard him on Friday. Gabe was talking to Stat. Stat said he does not eat chicken. Fried chicken, baked chicken.
Ban him from the building.
Norsworthy does not eat chicken.
Ban him from the building.
I mean, that's that's a
Says
bold
he's
choice.
a beef
I don't know.
eater.
Man, I had my adventures in air fryer since I got my air fryer for the holidays. The number of wings I've consumed has been incredible. I threw some thighs on there yesterday, man. Some boneless, skinless thighs. Whew.
Have you taught Gabe how to use it?
It's like I was eating a ghetto steak.
Have you taught Gabe how to use it?
Man, Gabe is the biggest hater in the world, man. Gabe said, "Oh, that's not cooking.
No, it's not.
You're not cooking it.
It's not.
You're putting it in the air fryer." Like, Gabe, it went from raw to edible. You cook.
But once he learns he can let
That's
you
cooking.
stay asleep,
That's
and
cooking.
he can cook it himself.
Applying heat to something
It's cooking.
is cooking. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's
Gabe
just
is a hater, man.
putting heat on something. You know, making it hotter than it was in order to cook it. Yes, that's all. That's all cooking is. You can do that in hundreds of different ways.
Yeah.
You can use open fire. You can use a grill. You can use a griddle. You can use a grill. You could use ovens. You can use air fryers. You can use deep fat fryers. You can use whatever, man. There's tons of ways.
But whatever you do, if it's chicken, if you're consuming mass amounts of chicken like I am, since I got this air fryer, hit up Poultry Power, man. It's the way to go to get that done for sure.
Hey, you just slide, get all that chicken in there, and get that chicken in your freezer, man, and you're set. You're good to go for a long time. That's just where it is. All right, so we talked about the incredible NFL weekend, absolutely the best weekend, probably in NFL history when you take it all together. We'll talk a little college hoops coming up too, because this was it's a big weekend. Was it a big weekend for the Tigers? I mean, I guess they won. They won. I mean, they didn't lose. They looked like for a while they were going to lose. It was a really bad first half, and early, like a few seconds into the second half, they're down 15 at Tulsa, and you're thinking, oh no, this is not good at all. And then they just flat out went crazy and hit everything. They shot 70% from the field in the second half of the game. Just started going absolutely bonkers. And you know what? It turned into the offensive performance that they needed. Hung on there at the very, very end, and beat Tulsa. And yeah, you'd say to yourself, hey, Tulsa's lost a bunch of games. That's true. Tulsa's lost, 9 of their last 11 games. That's true. The only teams that Tulsa had beaten were all generally pretty terrible. The Alcorn States, Southern Illinois, Little Rocks, those types of teams. That's true. But I suppose Anthony's saying that, Memphis very nearly lost to that team, and they didn't. And so I suppose that should count as a moment of joy in what has been a tough year.
I agree. Petey, I'm going to tell you where I am, man. I've had a change of heart over the weekend. I watched the second half of this Tiger basketball game, and I've decided to kind of hit a reset button. I meant to talk to Mike about this. I didn't get the opportunity to do so. I had somebody that messaged me over the weekend, and he basically posed a question. This isn't what he said, but the question I posed to myself is, do I as a black media member in the city of Memphis, it made me ask the question, do I have a level of responsibility to quote unquote protect Penny Hardaway? And I think that there is an element of that you should do, because at the end of the day, Penny Hardaway is not only a native Memphian, not only a former NBA player, not only a former Tiger, he's also a minority coach. There aren't many black head coaches in college basketball. And I thought about it over the weekend, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do have responsibility in doing that. And I went over the top doing that for the entire 3 years that Penny's been here before this year. This year, I've kind of taken it personal, bro. Like I've been really upset with Penny this year, bro. Because I'm like, this is the year you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make this fast. So I thought about what the guy was saying. I was like, yeah, I get that. I mean, it's like, but I've done that. You know what I mean? I've defended Penny ad nauseum, over the last 3 years. And I was listening to Harden's show today, and Terry Davis was on there. Poor Terry. Terry's a good guy, man. We all love Terry here. And Terry's like, he's like, I'm trying to tell people, man, Memphis, they ain't got to win the conference tournament to get to the NCAAs. I'm not gonna be that dude for sure. I'm not gonna be that.
He had a small point.
He didn't. His point was horrible. But I'm not gonna be Terry Davis. I'm not. I love Terry. I'm not gonna be Terry when it comes down to Tiger fandom. But I will say this: I'm gonna have a reset, Peter, in my optimism. A reset in my protection of Penny Hardaway, because he is a native son. He is a former Tiger. He is a former NBA star from the city of Memphis. But this is what I'm going to do as a middle ground. I am going to totally forget all preseason expectations for this team. I'm going to forget that there are 8 top 100 recruits on this roster. And if 3 of them are missing, you still got 5 or 6. I'm going to wipe that slate clean, Peter. I'm going to act like I never knew any of it. I'm going to act like I didn't know that we were the number 10 team in the country. You know what I mean? I'm not going to look at the game of yesterday as Memphis, who's supposed to win against. You could have kept that going. It was driving me somewhere. I'm not going to look at it as Memphis against Tulsa, a team that they're supposed to beat. I'm going to look at that as the number 7 team in the AAC against the worst team in the AAC, and that should have been a close 2-point game, and you had a heroic comeback, a team that you haven't beaten in 10 years. So, Peter, City of Memphis, join me as I reset my expectations.
You're so delusional.
As I reset my expectations for this team. I felt good in saying that.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say this.
Peter, I've totally reset my expectations.
They pounded him into submission.
I'm looking at nothing but what's in front of me, man. I'm pulling for a middle of the conference of the AAC conference, whatever they call it, the American Athletic Conference team. I'm looking at a middle of the pack team that's full of injuries, got a ton of young players out there, young coach. Poor Larry Brown out there just getting caught up, then shaking hands and dapping up, and didn't know what to do out there, man. So I'm done, man. I'm done criticizing. I'm not talking about what they should have done or what it's supposed to be.
Talking about what they are.
I'm going to judge them for where they are right now, trying to get to this NCAA tournament, man. And if not, I just want to see them be a better team today than they were yesterday, Peter. That's my goal for Tiger basketball for the rest of the year. I'm done. I call it truce, man. Peter, why you ain't got nothing to say, man? It's because you white. You don't want to see a black man have nothing. Peter, you don't want to see a black man have nothing, do you? Tell the truth.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Because there's a lot of people.
That's sad. That's actually sadder.
No, but listen.
That's actually sadder than if you were just going off on Penny. Actually, that's more pitiful. Honestly, that's more pathetic. Like, that's pathetic. Actually,
I'm seeing
a
lot of people that are making this a racial and a civil issue, and it shouldn't come down to that. Like, it's silly talk, man. Because the coach before Penny was Tubby Smith, and we jumped on him too. I mean, so it's like, okay, I can't get with all, because at the end of the day, Penny Hardaway's a basketball coach. He doesn't have this huge civic responsibility like people are trying to make this end to be. Like, everyone under the sound of my voice is pulling for Penny Hardaway because they want the University of Memphis to be good. We want to see a hometown hero do it. And we all know that, like, there's no one, if Penny can't do it, it can't get done, bro. Like, it ain't happening. Like, if Penny don't take us to that promised land where we're like one of the top teams in the nation, win the national championships, in the hunt for the national championship every year, it ain't happening, bro. You know what I mean? So I think everyone's excited for him. But I just think we're getting a little bit overexcited. But, hey, I'm doing a reset, man.
Mayor Mike has a message for you.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown them. But they are who we thought they were.
No, they're not who we thought. See, that's the problem. They're not who we thought they were. But I'm giving them a reset, man. I'm judging them as what they are. 4-4 in the conference in AAC.
I mean,
Crown
I
it
hope.
two-point win.
Just listen to yourself.
They pounded him into submission.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Honestly, like it's sad. That's worse. Penny would. This is the most patronizing, like not the most ridiculous thing. This is where I the whole thing to me is. I'm glad they listen. I'm happy that they won, and it's important for them to win. It's better to win than to lose. So you learn your lessons in wins. That's better. Let's put it in perspective, though. I mean, you beat a mid 150 team barely after a frantic comeback. And people are calling every win is not a turning point. That's what we have to everything is framed as this team is this team they are right. Hey, this is going to be the one. This is it. Just
because if they lose again, then what was that a turning point too? You know what I mean? Like
now, again, I'm gonna couple things here. One, I can't speak for everyone. I would never choose to do that. But I mean, I can't. The racial considerations are. I mean, listen. If you feel obligated as a black media member, or if someone who is black, just a regular black accountant, black banker, black whatever. If you want to defend Penny Hardaway because he's black, hey man, that's up to you.
But here's the thing, that's not even a conscious thing, though, bro. We do that. Do you do
No. But hang on. Let me talk. Hang on.
All right, go ahead,
what
bro.
I'm saying, because representation is important. It's important, and representation is a big deal. So I get it. Like that's cool. Like I no worries. I understand. Hey, I want to see John Conchar do well.
Exactly.
Hey, that's right. I like to see a little representation. It's nice. It's nice to see. But that can only go so far, and I think everyone knows that. I think that's where everybody's like jumping in, like representation and all that stuff. You can. That's important, but it's not. It doesn't totally exclude you from being like good and doing the things that need to be done with your job, exactly. And that's the issue where this comes down to. So I mean, I don't think literally no one has called for Penny to be fired that I'm aware of any import. Nobody, no columnist, no radio host, no writer. I've not seen anyone. So I think it's a bit of a straw man at this point to be talking about stuff like that. If Penny expects there to be unconditional support and love and appreciation for every single thing that he does, no matter what, then that's wrong. He's not going to get that. That's not going to happen. But I think he is being very well supported by so many people. I think he is being appreciated by so many people. I think people are trying their best to support him as much as they possibly can. You just have to look at reality and what this team is, and again, how much of that. I thought his apology, though, he issued an apology Friday or whenever it was, like
with his grandmother's picture in the background.
Yeah, with the grandma's picture back. Like I thought it was good. Like that I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have cussed. Look at my grandmama. She'd be upset with me.
Yes, well placed.
I mean, listen,
well placed.
Hey, that was great. That was heartfelt. He did exactly what you're supposed to do. They went out and they won the game, so that's cool, man. We can't. Let's keep it where it is. Let's not push any further than that. It was a win. They needed to win. They got a win. It was not pretty. There were some issues. If you could play like you did in the second half for the rest of the year, then hey, now we're talking. But that obviously they've had some ups and downs. So let's not go crazy with this team. We need to see some consistency before anyone starts getting real excited about it. Now, as far as the at-large situation is concerned. So
did you hear Terry? Did you hear Terry when he was on?
No, I've heard what you said.
I heard him. He was saying about the quad one wins that the Tigers just need to keep winning.
But why should we assume that that's happening though?
Yeah.
Like we haven't seen anything that makes you think that they're going to do any of it.
And then he stated Alabama. Alabama was a quad one win as long as they keep winning.
That was 10 years ago.
So what he was saying is not about how they're playing; it's about their record. He was like, "Stop looking at them."
Let's examine that just a little bit. The quad one win, Alabama's going to certainly be your unless they beat Houston. They got two chances at it. Alabama is definitely going to be your best win by far. So that's
was Wichita a quad 2 or 1?
Wichita is going to be a quad 2 right now because Wichita is really struggling. And Virginia Tech is a quad 2 at this moment. So that they could, if they go on a little bit of a run, maybe. But they're 2-5 in the ACC, and we kind of thought that would be a better win than it's turned out to be. They're not playing especially well. Wichita, same kind of thing. Wichita is last in the AAC right now. I mean, they are 0-4. They are terrible. So that's not gonna win you a whole lot. Cincinnati, you thought that might be a nice win. Cincinnati turns out is just kind of right now. So really, in terms of the quality that you've got, you're going to play East Carolina on Thursday at home. You're going to play Cincinnati that next week on the road. And it just comparing it to previous, there's a guy named Bart Torvik who's got a little resume compare tool that I like to use through all years and years and years of tournament history. Teams that have similar resumes to Memphis and what they're going to look like. So, of the 10 teams that have similar resumes to Memphis, the most similar resumes to Memphis this year, 0 of them made the tournament. 0 of 10. You're talking about teams that finished in the bottom, like between 80 and 100 in the net rating. You're talking about teams that were NIT type situations, maybe even not NIT type situations. High majors, mid majors, same thing. It's all the same. They all missed the tournament. Not one of them has made the tournament. So you can go back to Butler a couple years ago when they missed the tournament. You can go to Tennessee, when they struggled. This was back in 2017, the year that Kentucky missed the tournament. John Calipari in Kentucky missed that tournament. The resumes are all very similar. So it's not happening. It's not happening. There's no comparative evidence. They have to win out.
Peter, that's the thing, Peter. My expectation is not for Memphis to.
I'm not speaking to you here.
Yeah,
Anthony said.
I'm
speaking to everybody else out there, the people that need to understand that even if they win out, it's still going to put them on the bubble, and the odds of them winning out
ain't happening.
I mean, again,
ain't happening.
Again, let me just say, I appreciate everybody's optimism and all that. This team is 5-8 since Thanksgiving. Okay?
People, we can't worry about it. Just worry about right now.
Since Thanksgiving.
Just worry about right now, man. We're hurt.
So,
Saying you just had a caller to call in and agree with you. Mr. Robert of Memphis of 40 years say it's not life and death. He agrees with saying, let's start over, press the reset button.
Press the reset button. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I had somebody accusing me of making it a racial issue. If you can't see past the jokes and can't see past me saying that, hey, there is built-in pressure when you're one of 2 black radio hosts in Memphis, you feel like you're obligated to protect the black athletes and protect the black coach. Just part of it. Sorry, that's just part of the gig. It comes with the job, man. Derek can understand it. CJ Hurt can understand it. Whoever. Zach Boyd.
Miss Carolyn.
Miss Carolyn. Everybody. It's just part of the
Miss
job,
Carolyn
man.
definitely understood. Miss Carolyn
You get pressure from the community. The community hits you up and be like, hey, man, look out for the black dude.
I got 6 cousins that think I spin DJ records. They want me to play their music.
Exactly. It's like you feel like
come on,
there's a built-in obligation to the community when you are an African-American in working in a public job. It's just what comes with it. But what I'm saying is, Peter, me personally, at this point, like I'm joking around, of course, about the whole reset thing, because there's no way I'm going to forget the expectations on this season. No. But for my own sanity and my own peace of mind, I'm not even thinking about the tournament because it's not happening. They're not making the NCAA tournament. It's just this team is highly dysfunctional. There are so many things going on about this team that, quite frankly, I don't want to talk about. The things that you hear from here and here, they're like, all right, if that's going on, I see why what I see on the court is going on. But it's just it's an ugly situation, man. But at this point, it's like, hey, just get better, bro. My thing is, Penny, I hope that you do the most awesome recruiting job you've ever done, which is convince that Minot kid to come back next year. Convince Shock G to come back. Imani Bates. If convince Bates, get him another good summer, let him, get a little stronger, give him more experience. Get him back, get Minot back. You got the Lawsons coming back more than likely. Hope you can get Chandler or some type of medical red shirt or something. Because I think you've lost a lot of guys on this team. I think a lot of guys that can't come back next year, they ain't coming. But I think they ain't coming back. I think you need to try to find a way to salvage your relationship between the Minot kid. Come back next year, do your thing. With, of course, way lower expectations. But right now, I'm not expecting the team that's in 7-6, whatever they are today in the conference, to do anything other than just kind of end the season. So, that's just where I'm at, man. Like, I ain't mad at them no more, bro. It is what it is at this point.
Hey, that's cool. We're gonna take a break. I'm just saying, don't expect an at-large bid. That's all I'm saying. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. If you want to talk about trying to get better from here, hey, cool. If you want to talk about where to improve, you want to talk about Tyler Harris making a bunch of threes, hey, absolutely, fantastic.
Back-to-back NIT.
I'm not even want to talk about NIT at this point. Let's not worry about the postseason. Let's just talk about how about this team. Let's just talk about Thursday and just getting a nice big. Comfortable, easy win over East Carolina.
Let's get it.
I get you. I feel what y'all saying.
That should be just. I mean, you got the revenge factor. You somehow lost that. Like this should be a comfortable 15 to 20 point win. And then just build off that, and then do Cincinnati the week after that. It's just I'm not going to make any kind of proclamation about this team because there's nothing to proclaim. I can only speak to what specifically happened. Yesterday, which was a tremendous fight back when they could have completely given up and they chose not to, and they played really well in the second half. That was great to see. Beyond that, I'm saying there's no turning the corner. There's none of that stuff.
We ain't turn nothing, homeboy.
Nobody's turned nothing to nothing. It's just it was good to see. It was good.
Win is better than a loss.
Exactly. It was a relief. It was good to see. So there you go. That's exactly. Right. All right. When we return, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened. Also, in just a little south of Tulsa, down in Dallas, the Grizzlies had a rough time of it. We'll talk about that and the NBA trade deadline, which is coming up in a week and a half. It's starting to get a little frisky out here. We'll talk about it. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 and 98.5.
Former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn joins Brett Norsworthy for Sports Time on Sports 56, presented by Lexus of Memphis. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike is where you'll find the most bang for your buck. Take your pick with adventure-ready 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport or highest safety-rated 2022 Eclipse Cross. Ready to ride at $349 a month. And this is not a lease. You own it. Want 31 mpg highway in your SUV? We Gossett with 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. Now $398 a month. Plus, at Gossett Mitsubishi, you always get our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So for our best deal, look no further than Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months and 2.9 APR, 3,000 down, 500 loyalty rebate, 500 military rebate, Sport NU 001422, MSRP 27010, Cross NZO 49092, MSRP 27,000, Outlander NZO 53093, MSRP 29615, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/31/2022, dealer stock only.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
It's a brand new year.
And yet still here you are.
And now I'm not saying that you should make New Year's resolutions.
But if you did, they should all have something to do with Central Barbecue, right?
You think I'm so predictable?
That's because you are.
I could have been about to say anything.
As long as anything by me telling people to go to Central Barbecue.
Well, yeah.
See, predictable. Still, we do love us some Central Barbecue.
Exactly. So people should resolve to spend plenty of time at one of the 4 locations of Central Barbecue this year.
You know what? You're right.
And you said I was predictable.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, you're not Pete.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Penny, were you wrong or you right? Yeah, 90s for the penny for 1 cent.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You remember there was like so many like Tupac copycat like rappers and sound. Everybody was.
First one popped in my brain was Ja Rule. How Peter killed Ja Rule last week. Everyone thought he was a Tupac ripoff or knockoff or something.
Ja Rule's.
He said every song he does, the other person is better.
Yeah, the feature always outdoes him. Every time. Feature always outdoes him.
Peter,
only rapper who's second best on every one of his own tracks.
I don't know if you
or third best, depending on how many features he's got on there.
Yeah, because he did have like double features on his.
Oh yeah. It was every one of his. I'm telling you, look at his discography.
Yeah.
You look at his like the singles and the hits. It's always Ja Rule featuring Ashanti, featuring whoever. It's always.
And then, if he had like Vita and Ashanti, like Vita without
Lil Mo, you get him with some Lil Mo going on.
He would have a female rapper and a singer, the vocalist.
Just like
and
you
the
saying
rapper
those keys at the beginning.
Your love.
Then he let Bobby Brown come out of retirement and Thug Love killed him. That was some good Bobby Brown there.
Hey Peter, I don't know if you gave a shout out to FanDuel or not, but Smart Money will be on Murray State tonight. My Racers.
Your team. Your yeah.
Hey, but the Racers ain't lost a game since I jumped on board, man.
Living it up.
Have they not?
It's got Case on it. Put it on me. That's the Lil Mo and Vita. I'm Real. We got J-Lo.
Hey.
Ashanti. Fat Joe on New York. Always on time is Ashanti again. Christina Milian is on the. I mean, come on, man. You just go down the list. There's no. It's all there.
You touched me in the secret place when you said Christina Milian. Lord Jesus.
Goodness. Hey, I got an update for you and Merritt Mike too. Clementine Apartments is 5 minutes away from Graceland.
Walk. It's a 5-minute walk, right?
5-minute drive.
Okay.
1.9 miles away, Clementine to Graceland.
And you get to take a scenic route, and you go too far walking. You way closer to Clementine though.
Oh
man. Yeah.
It's a straight shot for what it's worth.
It's a straight. You keep walking.
Straight shot for what it's worth.
Could you imagine the level of fear? Like if you're here, like from Germany or something, like you're here from out of town.
Straight shot's a bad term there. I don't know. I would use a different term.
It really is like. I mean, you got to get them across Brooks Road coming from South.
Yeah,
they get across Brooks. Yeah,
man, I was at Coletto's one time for lunch, and it was Elvis' birthday time or whatever, or death or whatever time.
That was his restaurant.
Yeah, and there was tourists in there because they got like a little area that's like dedicated to Elvis. I was like, y'all have no clue where y'all are right now. Like, I can just tell by your vibe and your energy, like you have no clue. Like I hope you got your doors locked. Like I hope you.
Strangely enough, that restaurant is one of the biggest tourist attraction restaurants in Memphis.
In Memphis,
yep. Yep, you just have to go down there on a Friday or Saturday night, see Peter Edmiston hanging in there just doing his
Peter,
thing.
you be at Coletto's? No. Peter be in that joint with a full
meatless pizza.
No, it's gonna be super meaty. There ain't gonna be no.
Oh, it'll be meaty. Oh yeah, the barbecue pizza, man.
I don't want that. Hey, did Coletto's actually start the barbecue pizza?
They did. They did. That's their claim.
Yeah, their claim is that it was Elvis's favorite.
Okay.
Well, but even before that, the claim was that it was a year to, I think in the 50s there, they came down with the pizza. There wasn't much pizza in Memphis, and that they'd moved down from Chicago, and started doing pizza, period. And then obviously when you're in Memphis, you combine throw a little meat on there. But to their credit, they throw a lot of meat on there. That thing is
absolutely.
Meat, I'm tell you. That thing is.
I think it's the best in town. I mean, I didn't know that you had an affinity for Colette. I honestly think it's the best thing in town.
I always enjoy. Colette's got a good burger too. It's huge.
I've never had one on Strictly Pizza.
It's huge.
He said Colette's got a good burger.
Have I had their burger?
I've never had a burger.
Yeah, you would know it if you had it. It's gigantic. That thing is huge.
You know, my good friends at Colette's, they got that Greek salad that's just phenomenal. I go there and I get it. I tell them
throwing it back a little bit.
I tell them throw some garlic on there.
After you walk from Colette's, you can walk past Clementine up to Graceland after you leave Colette's.
I tell them throw some extra garlic on it for me when I come in the building.
Pepperoncinis.
Oh yeah, the pepperoncinis. The little breadsticks they have are incredible.
I'm a sucker for that little thin mint at the front.
All that too. Go talk to my good friends up there.
Got to pay 25 cents for those.
Hey,
yeah,
bro,
they went up, Pete.
Hey, I don't know. I know Memphis is a small town, and I know everybody kind of know everybody. It's a dude at Colette's, man. It's got like some hair he's hanging on to in the back. I don't know if y'all know my man.
My little short guy.
Yeah. He
with
got,
the chains and necklaces.
Yeah, he always keep a pimp. He's about 5 feet tall.
Yeah, about 5 feet tall. Yes, sir. He's always behind the bar and then walking around.
Yeah, man. He look like he in charge of
something,
man.
He's the front of the house manager.
I'm like, bro, you need to let that little piece of hair go, bro. Like, my man, I know you made 6 figures last year.
He look like he can fight too, though. Don't he
Yeah,
look like he can fight? Don't he look like he can fight too, don't he?
I don't want no smoke with fam.
I don't want
That's my, you know, because if you hanging on to that, bro, you might be a real lunatic for real. Because he's hanging on to. It's not like a full like George Jefferson where like the top's down. It's like the top and the side is there. It's kind of like a dude from Bloodsport, like
tongue poke.
Like a tongue poke. Yeah, he got like a tongue poke.
Oh man.
You know. Got the kickboxer thing going.
Can we talk Grizzlies?
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
I mean, no, you're good. No, it's got one match.
How we get to talk about this anyway?
I don't know.
Something about people in coming to Memphis.
Elvis, Graceland, Colette's. That's the kind of we kind of went through that whole situation.
But my man, though, anyway,
Right
bro,
there.
we done talking about it.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
I gotta protect my life, bro. Like if anybody heard this segment, because I already had somebody misunderstood something I said already. If you heard that segment when I was just talking about Colette's, my man looked like he don't play. Like I think his hair is kind of like a part of it. Like this kind of let you know I'm about to eat hands. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't want to do.
I wouldn't mess with if I were you.
It's kind of out there now.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd stay away from Colette's for a little while.
Yeah, for about 90 days.
Just leave that alone for a little bit. Send somebody else out there. I hope you don't get DoorDash.
I think John Morant will get a pizza. Let's get a job.
I bet.
The way he's playing.
Oh, it's coming.
The way he's playing.
Yeah, man. Playing phenomenal. Here's just curious, just so you know, John Morant's numbers.
Come on, give him
since Christmas. So last month, 28 points per game, shooting 50% from the field, 7 rebounds, 7 assists per game. 28, 7, and 7, shooting 50% from the field. Is that good? It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Kobe-esque.
Oh,
it's pretty. The highest compliment that Adarian can give.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible what he's doing. His ability to just continue to perform at this level. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And you know, I know the Grizzlies lost and all that stuff. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose more games. That's part of it. But I mean, we're now 3 days away from him being named as a all-star starter, because it's going to happen.
Oh, it's happening.
It's going to happen. And you're talking about a different level. And I even dug up, how about this combination, and hopefully Desmond Bane is back sometime this week. You would think he would be with the health and safety protocols based on the timing of the whole thing. But those two guys combined since Christmas have combined for 49 points per game, combining to shoot 50% from the field, or 49.5%. So if you round up to 50% from the field together, and 40% from three together, Ja and Desmond Bane. So basically 50 points combined, shooting 50% and 40% from three.
That's pretty good.
How many? What backcourts can do that? What backcourts can compete with that?
I'd assume that last year, not this year, of course, or some version of the Portland backcourt probably was. Clay and Steph.
Yeah, but I don't think they were. I don't think they were shooting 50%
from the field.
Yeah, I don't think they were shooting 50% from the field.
I would think Chicago, but those guys don't shoot threes well.
That is correct.
That's a 2-3 combination.
Those two guys are, although they're both. You've got injury concern
40,
for
right?
Levine, but yeah, they're not nearly the 3-point shooters. Not only in terms of, Levine's had a excellent year, but DeRozan brings him down because he really doesn't take any threes. And Ja's still shooting 50% in spite of the fact that he takes those threes, and so there's nobody. You could talk the Clay and Steph, obviously historically. Would do things like that or even more, but they're if you look at the numbers from Clay and Steph, they're not very efficient this year.
Oh no, it's been terrible.
Efficiency levels.
Clay, Steph, THT, Westbrook.
Don't put those. Come on,
I know y'all.
Come on,
good God.
Come on, man. You did see that the Lakers
vomit.
You saw the Lakers trade package getting rejected by everybody. Like
I want to talk about Ja, man. Leave him alone.
You're the one who brought him up, not us.
Y'all clown on him so bad.
They because they are worthy. They're worthy of being clowned. So the Grizzlies have to kind of look ahead. But I mean, I think it's important for people to point out, and it's important to see how well Ja Morant is doing. And the other thing that's amazing to me, and it was kind of highlighted last night. Jaren Jackson Jr. had a rough night.
Mm-hmm.
But his level of performance defensively has been so good that he's been shooting the ball. Basically, he's shooting in that same time frame since Christmas. I'm going back a month. He's been shooting. He's like shooting 36, 37% from the field, 25% from three, I think. And yet, because his defense has been so good, he's been a net positive for the Grizzlies. Just imagine if he starts making shots. Just imagine what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what that is if he actually starts to score, because he's been productive and a positive in spite of not being a particularly good offensive threat for most of that time because his defense has been so great.
Right.
I mean, that's the part that's scary. Like just get that efficiency up to where it is, because his true shooting is the lowest it's been in his career. He's at 53% true shooting. He was at 60% in his rookie year. If he can get that thing up to 60%,
crazy.
Get his 3-point shooting closer to 35%, as opposed to the 31 it is right now, man.
It's scary. It's scary hours for sure. And Peter, I know that we're up against the break soon, but when we come back, I gotta play something to let you know why I love Ja Morant so much, and I hope that he's in Memphis until he's 40. It's classic Ja. Nobody's talking about it. I'm like I know I'm not the only person that heard this, man. But when we come back, we gotta definitely
classic
Ja Morant.
Classic Ja. All right, we got that. When we come back here, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
You have opinions?
What do you hear? What do you say?
We want to hear them. Call or text us on the AutoZone listener line at 360-8255. That's the AutoZone listener line at 901-360-8255.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Right now is a great time to take advantage of Choate's winter specials by upgrading your furnace, switching to a Renai tankless water heater, or getting $50 off air duct cleaning. By now, you most likely have heard of the benefits of UV light technology for your HVAC system. Purchase any new Carrier furnace right now, and we will install one for you at no additional cost. For those who have not installed a tankless water heater yet, what are you waiting on? Stop wasting utilities heating water you do not use and getting frustrated taking cold showers or baths. Right now, when you purchase a Renai tankless water heater, Choates will install one premium toilet for free in your home. And Choates is offering $50 off its air duct cleaning services. Not only does this service get the years of dust out of your ducts, it also helps the indoor air quality you and your family breathe every day. All these specials qualify for 18 months no interest financing with approved credit. So call 347-8086 to schedule your free estimate today. Turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family.
The new year means the Start Something New sales event is on, so get ready at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude, $339 a month or $26,250. And get ready for adventure in 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude, $429 a month. Get Stone Cold Strength in 2021 Dodge Charger XST at $459 a month. And the Muscle Masterpiece 2021 Dodge Challenger GT, $488 a month. Trade up and we'll give you more for your ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come to the best or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months, 3.99 APR. Must finance with Chrysler Capital, $3,500 down. Renegade MPN 27,951, MSRP 28.5. Cherokee MD 235,765, MSRP 32,090. Charger XSD MH 659,742, MSRP 35,385. Challenger GT MH 66,5256, MSRP 37,475. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/3/2022 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Get ultra strong for your South Pole. Charmin keeps your undies whiter than the North Pole. A shiny hiney, a brand new year. Call it a Charmin. Happy New Year. May your holidays be Charmin, clean, merry, and bright. May all your undies be Charmin, clean, white.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Barks now offers you just about everything you need for your furry family member. Daycare, luxury boarding, award-winning grooming, veterinary checkups, diagnostic services including digital x-ray, fluoroscopy, and ultrasound, complete dental service, vaccinations, preventative care for fleas, ticks, and heartworms, and just about any needed surgical treatment. And did I mention that we treat cats and all types of exotic pets? We are the newest member of the Barks family and the newest, most high-tech veterinary hospital in the Mid-South. Located directly across the street from Barks and Recreation, we are a full-service hospital with a fantastic, experienced staff. If you're having problems getting a timely appointment at your current vet's facility, we are here to serve you. Call us at 901-979-8888. Barks and Medication. Excellence in veterinary care.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Some for the honeys.
Little Montel action. I mean, with a little Montel Jordan action.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Darren just be knocking on my door with the music.
That voice.
Sound like a fake.
Peter Edmiston Bunny.
Sound like a fake. What's his name? What's his name?
Smile.
I knew that was going to hit that smile right on time, didn't it?
Smile.
What was the guy with the big mole on his face?
Oh, Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville, yeah. So like a
Norval.
I'd rather listen to all
Mike
Montel
Norvell,
Jordan underground records than Aaron Neville.
Montel was hard.
All right, so
though.
you had mentioned going into the break that you had a thing. You had something that
we're living in great times, man. We're living in a time where if I had told you that, hey man, I'm telling you, Ja Morant's going to beat Luka Doncic in All-Star voting, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to get serious like Defensive Player of the Year, All Defensive Team. That's going to be a real conversation. You would think I was losing. You would think I was losing my mind if I told you that, man. But here we are here. We're there. Shaquille O'Neal made a comment about Ja Morant comparing him to Kobe Bryant. And I'm sure he wasn't making a direct comparison about Kobe Bryant, but you get it. You understand what he's trying to say. Competitive, fighting, just one of the guy who's coming out there trying to win, no excuses. Everyone can see that. Ja Morant came out attempting to be humble and didn't want any part of that comparison, but he did it in a way that only Ja Morant can. Roll that footage there.
Hey, Ja, earlier this week, Shaq compared you to a young Kobe. I want to get your reaction about that. And then also him, obviously the anniversary of Kobe's coming up in a couple of days. I want to get your favorite Kobe play as well.
I appreciate the love, from OG, but I ain't Bean.
Nah, he ain't Bean.
It'll never be another Kobe.
But
it's one of a
however,
kind.
allow me to
only one
clarify
Kobe.
one thing.
Listen.
Pretty much that simple. My favorite, Kobe moment. It's a lot of them, but when he tore his, rotator cuff and went out and played with his left hand and hit the turn fade with the left, pretty much describes me. If I can go,
yes,
I'm playing, and it's just that Mamba mentality.
If that's not a reason to love Ja Morant, man,
he's the best. Hey, listen.
I want that dude in Memphis for the rest of my life.
I mean, he's got a way of the thing I like about Ja. We talked about this before. Man, you have to be confident in who you are. You have to be confident, and you have to be legitimately confident, not like fake confident or whatever. But you have to legitimately want the smoke. He legitimately wants the smoke.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
And that's where the
career.
comparison comes from. That's where Shaq was saying, he's that dude.
And he is that dude. Yeah. And he when you talk about we talk about Penny and we joke about that stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, whatever. It's all funny, but it's true. Like there's a certain appreciation of the somebody who wants that smoke and who's willing to fight for it and who's willing to just say, you know what, hey, y'all don't think I can do it? That's fine. Y'all do think I can do it? That's fine. I'm gonna make up grievances just to be able to do this. I want a chip on my shoulder no matter what, even if I am all of a sudden the most popular guy in the NBA. It doesn't matter. I need a chip on my shoulder, so I'm gonna make one up. Like that's him, and he knows one way to do it, and that's his way, and it's working great. I completely agree with you.
Man.
It's very rare that you get a guy that so obviously fits the city of Memphis. Mm-hmm. I mean, he just fits it perfectly, in spite of all this other stuff, whatever. Like he just fits it. He fits Memphis. Like he's Memphis through and through. And he's not from here. He's from South Carolina, whatever. But the mentality, it's a different kind of mentality than like Zach Randolph. Like people talk about Zach being Memphis, and that's true. But it's a different kind of mentality. Yeah. He's more of the Memphis side of having fun and talking smack and the younger generation, exactly. Yeah. So it's awesome, man. I love seeing it. But to
hear that man say, "Nah, man, don't compare me to Brian. Don't compare me to Kobe, man. Not Kobe, but then come back. Yeah, man, it's kind of like me. Like when Kobe did that, it was kind of like me.
He's like, don't compare me to Kobe. But if you must, then here, let me give you a few examples of what might be good if you wanted to. I'm not saying you should.
Oh man, I love
it.
But
if by chance you wanted to do that, allow me to please.
Can you play a little bit of the tail end, bro? Once he flips it again.
I'll take it down.
Oh God, it's so classic, bro. So I'm so happy, bro.
That killer mentality.
Yeah.
Never want to give up, always fighting, and that's pretty much how I carry myself.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, man, it's just, and I'm super excited, man. In a couple of days, they're gonna announce NBA All-Star starter Ja Morant.
But he is like the guard Zebo. Peter, you might be on to something. He is like the guard version of Zebo. He is Memphis, Maine. In every aspect.
But he's gonna take it to somewhere that Zebo never could.
Yeah, it's a different level. It's a different, and
he's gonna take it
kind of attitude.
Yeah, he will.
It's the same. It's the same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So you could see why he calls him like Big Bro. You could see that that's legit, but it's also like, it's there's a little bit of difference there too.
I also see like, John, why are you at Gaston Park hooping? like why are you at Pine Hill hooping, John? Like you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm with you.
I mean,
but it's
different, man. It's just different.
It's just you think of so many iconic Zach Randolph moments over the years. Like, it's a blue-collar town. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. And the Stephen A. Smith, Zach Randolph can ball and all that kind of stuff. Like, John's going to have a ton of those, bro. He's going to have a ton of those on top of those. You know what I mean? So, it's
you think he and Zion ever play in an All-Star game together? Together.
Yeah, next year.
Next year?
Mm-hmm.
Are they both starters?
Yep.
Ooh, on wax, baby.
What are you talking about?
You crazy.
On wax,
what
baby.
Evidence do you have? What evidence do you have Zion's even going to be able to play basketball?
Oh, he'll be back next year.
You got this theory. I don't buy it.
Is he Greg Oden already, Pete?
I mean, at this point, yes. But
Peter think he's done.
Saint's got this idea that he's like half like laying off because he doesn't want to deal with.
Not really that. He'll get it together. He'll get it together over the offseason. He'll come back and he'll be Zion again.
I don't think so, man. If he, I mean, I hope so. I hope for the league because it's way more fun. If that's the case, I hope so. I hope that's true. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Y'all were great today, man.
I don't know. We got to get out of here. Coming next, you know what we got? Sports time.
Leg out.
Can't wait to see what those guys have to say. In the meantime, everybody have yourself a wonderful, fantastic, beautiful Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.